All right, Shalom, it's your brother Jamar for the Phoenix Camp. With that being said, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the brothers that are doing this work in true sincerity. Jump right into the scripture. This is Zephaniah 2 and 3. It says, Seek ye the Most High, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Let's get the word wrought. Which upheld his justice, his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness, and it may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. So what does that tell you right there, man? It's telling you that there's going to be a great judgment upon planet Earth, man, especially America. Here in Babylon the Great, there's going to be a great judgment. There's going to be a great display of the Lord's anger, man. Let's get these key phrases right here. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth. Let's get that word meek. Because it says poor, humble, afflicted, poor, needy, poor, and weak. The humble, low, and meek, poor, weak, and afflicted. And that's gonna be the case of the elect in the last days. They're gonna be afflicted. They're gonna be put in trial. They're gonna be tested. They're gonna be outcast of society, because in order to exist and thrive in this society in the coming months, in the coming time, they're gonna put in these draconian laws that go contrary to the standards that are held by the elect, because those are the men that refuse to bow, they refuse to bend the knee. So there's going to be a persecution upon those men. There's going to be a affliction upon those men. So they're going to be, by definition, the meek of the earth. So when you see that phrase right here, all ye meek of the earth, most specifically is talking about the elect, which have wrought his judgment. Let's get that word wrought. It says to make, to do, make. Let's get that little key phrase again. Which upheld his justice. How we do that? Because we follow the law, statutes, commandments to the best of our abilities. Most High willing, we are those men. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. Let's get that word. It may be, shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. So there's only one way out of this place. There's only one true salvation, and that's through this truth, and that's through affliction. Because when you look up that word meek, it goes into affliction, or someone being afflicted. So in order to get out of this place and escape this place, you're going to be put to trial. You're going to be put to tribulation. You're going to be afflicted, plain and simple. And you're also going to be afflicted in this present time and day and age, man. Brothers are afflicted. Brothers are meek in their daily walk. Because we walk contrary to the world. And sometimes that puts you in a very tough position. But this is the lot that we know that we must walk. We know that this is the condition of the battle. So I'm going to get a few precepts. This is Psalms 76 and 9. Salak. 76 and 9. And it says, when Yahweh arose to judgment. No, I'm going to start up. I'll start up. Verse 7. Thou art to be feared, talking about the Most High, and who may stand in thy sight when once thou art angry. Because the Lord is angry, man. The Lord's angry right now. As the scripture says, he's angry with the wicked every day. And that anger is just piling up. That anger is just increasing. And it's going to, just like in the days of Noah, where he was angry at the wicked, so much so that he destroyed all the inhabitants of the earth, save for Noah and his family. How much more today is the Lord angry? How much more today does he desire justice and judgment? That he desires his hammer, his sword, his great wrath to come upon the earth. So thou art to be feared. The Most High is to be feared, because what he's going to bring upon this earth is going to be no joke, man. The calamities, the pest, because you got to understand all these things at the Most High. Everything that you see these elites do, everything you see these Edomites do, every so-called cause of Mother Nature, floods, hurricanes, storms, whatever, pestilences, floods, these are all by the Most High. That's what you got to understand. These are just that circumstances that happen, because of nature or whatever, or politics. All these things are of the Lord. The scripture said that he does good and evil. The Lord does all these things, already paraphrasing. So you got to understand that this is all judgment. This is all anger. And the meek, the elect, are going to be afflicted in those days. It says, thou art to be feared, whom is stand in thy sight when once thou art angry. Like I said, the anger is increased. Thou just caused judgment to be heard from heaven. The earth feared and was still. Because once these things start rolling, man, people are going to know. They're going to know that prophecies are being fulfilled. They're going to look for those men that taught those prophecies. The scriptures talk about a famine in the word. The scriptures talk about them looking high and low. I'm going to go ahead and get that. It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, from north even to the east. They shall run to and fro, because they're going to be in a desperate situation. They're going to be in a desperate place. They're going to be terrified, man. And then they're going to try to seek and try to look for those men that were teaching the Bible correctly. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Most High, and they shall not find it. And I'm talking about this true breakdown of this Bible, man. In that day shall the fair virgin and young men faint for thirst. Because these are the living waters, man. So they're going to faint for thirst. Let's see what that is. It says to enwrap oneself, disguise oneself. Faint. They're going to faint. They're going to be in a weakened condition. You get that word faint. Let's see. It says, sight of smell, belly perceptible to faint. Weak and dizzy, close to unconsciousness, lose consciousness for a short time. A sudden loss of consciousness. So they're not going to be in a good case, man. They're going to be faint. They're going to faint for thirst. That thirst, that water they're going to be seeking is the living water, which are the word of the Most High, man. So let's go back to Psalm 76 and 9. When Yahweh arose to even thou, verse 7 again. Thou art to be feared, whom is stand aside when once thou art angry. Thou didst cause judgment to be heard from the heaven, the earth. Thou didst cause judgment to be heard from heaven. The earth feared and was still. When Yahweh arose to judgment, to save all the meek of the earth. So once again, those afflicted ones, those elect men, they're going to be saved from the great fear, from the great terror of the Most High, from the great anger of the Most High, Salakia. Because of the fear of the Most High, what I meant to say. What's that? I'm going to get Psalms 149 and 9. I think it is. It's 149. I think it's 9. Let's see. Or is it 4? Yeah, count. This is Psalms 149 and 4. It says, for the Lord taketh pleasure in his people. And that's a possessive pronoun, whatever you want to call it. Meaning that it's only for the nation of Israel. He will beautify the meek. And once again, that meek is those humble, those afflicted ones. With salvation. What is salvation? It says deliverance, victory, welfare, prosperity, deliverance, salvation, victory. But the main key word is their deliverance. He will beautify the meek. Let's get that word beautify. He will beautify, adorn, to glorify oneself, to get glory oneself, to go over the bows. He will adorn us with deliverance. We'll say, wouldn't we be those men? So the meek, the afflicted ones, are going to get deliverance. Everybody else is going to get the anger of the Lord. So that's what that is, man. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let's get that right there. Lying down, couch, bed, lying down, steam room, bed, lying down. Whatever. The saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praise of Yahweh be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people, to bind their king with chains and nobles fetters of iron. That's talking about that glory is going to be poured on the meek. To execute upon the judgment written, this honor of all the saints, praise ye the Most High. So the meek are going to inherit the earth. The elect, the afflicted ones, are going to inherit the earth. They're the only ones going to be in a good case when the judgment of the Lord comes on this planet Earth, man. So I'm going to get Psalms 91 and 1. Brothers, this is what this Psalms is. This is a psalm of protection. This is a psalm of deliverance. This is the psalm of the elect, basically. Psalm 91 and 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High, we know that secret place is his word, shall be able to shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Get the word shadow, the defense. Under your wing, like Jake say, took you under a wing, protection, as protection. See that? It says, and I will say of the Most High, He is my refuge and my fortress. In Him will I trust. Surely He delivered thee from the snares of the fowler, from the noise and pestilence. That's talking about the fowler. That's talking about Esau, Edom, and all the things that are coming upon the earth, and also these nuclear missiles, man. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. His truth. So this word is truth. As we refer to this belief, we refer to as the truth. So what do all these scriptures say, man? They say that the meek, the afflicted ones, are the only ones that are going to be saved, which is in turn the elect. Because who's going to be afflicted in the last days? Who's going to be walking contrary to the system of the last days? Who's not going to take the pokes? Who's not going to take the mark? Who's going to suffer for not doing so? By world standards. The elect are. So salvation is only for the elect. Plain and simple. It says, surely deliver thee from the snares of the fowler and from the noise and pestilence. That's talking about the nuclear missiles once again, man. Which is gonna be wrought by Esau Edom. Who knows who's gonna throw the first missile, but China or Russia or America. Russia's Edomites, America's Edomites. Who's the creator of the nuclear missiles? The Edomites, man. It says, she shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noise and pestilence. So that's nuclear missiles. That's going to be the chambers that we're going to go into. Let's talk about Isaiah 26 and 20. That's going to be delivered. We're delivered by chariots. That's what Psalm 91 is talking about, It says, let's keep on going. You cover these feathers on His wings, shalt thou trust. And his truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, but the arrow that flies by day. That arrow is going to be the nuclear missiles. Nor for the pestilence that walks in darkness, or for the destruction that wastes at noonday, the height of Esau's empire. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand. Why? Because that's how massive the kill radius of a nuclear missile is. It kills by the 10,000s. It's a massive destruction weapon. It kills by the 10,000s instantly. And at the right, but it shall not come nigh thee. So the missile's not going to hit the elect. They're not going to feel that heat of the missile. Only with thine eye that you behold and see the reward of the wicked. And how's that going to do that? This is Isaiah 26 and 20. Isaiah 26 and 20. And it says, come my people, enter down thy chambers. That's the chariots. And shut thy doors about thee. Hid thyself. Hide thyself the word for a little moment. Till the indignation be overpassed. Get the word indignation. It says, the angry, fury, the indignation, the anger of the Lord. So we wrote all those verses talking about the anger of the Lord. Salak, for behold, the Lord comes out of the place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain. So we're going to see that. We'll say, when we be those men, we're going to see that destruction from the viewpoint of a chariot. So that being said, man, it's a real quick lesson. The Lord's only coming to save the elect, the meek, the afflicted ones, and the 1/3 in those days. Because we're going to walk contrary to the system, which is going to make us afflicted, make us put in that place of affliction. With that being said, it's a real quick lesson. Most I would and hope was edifying. That would give our honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Call Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Brothers keep on pushing. Shalom.